Hello everyone, my name is Sophia Dianne Garcia and welcome to the Peaceful Classroom. The Peaceful Classroom is a dedicated space where parents, educators, and other professionals come together to talk about ideas on how to promote positivity and peace in the lives of their children and teens. In its real sense, a peaceful classroom is one where students feel safe, secure, and comfortable in their learning environment. However, there are many things happening around us which challenge even our own sense of balance, our own sense of peace. Today's episode will be about students, particularly about their emotional wellness. The pandemic caused a general feeling of anxiety, fear, and inadequacy in a study from home setup. Online classes are also challenging to most students because of a lot of factors such as internet connectivity, balancing school and home responsibilities, and mental health. We will be listening to Dr. Teresa Bautista Tayaban. She earned her doctoral degree in family studies at Miriam College. She is a mother of 4. She has been immersed in the field of psychology and guidance counseling. Let us listen to Dr. Tayaban as she shares essential life skills in the new normal, particularly on the emotional wellness for students.
Hello everyone, it's me again, Dr. Teresa Bautista Tayaban. Last week, I dwelt on emotional wellness for teachers on the topic, Jumpstart Your Day with Positivity. I hope I was able to impart some information that can help our viewers cope with COVID times. Today, let me share with you the topic, Essential Life Skills in the New Normal, which will focus on emotional wellness for students. Sometime in March or April during the lockdown, my daughter, who was a first-year BS Hospitality Management student, made a videotape of herself cleaning the toilet. Another time, she documented how to bake a cake, and still another time, she had to ask her older sister to take pictures while she bathed the dog. These and many more she had to do, and they were later uploaded to fulfill the requirements of her different subjects. Classes became online due to the COVID-19 pandemic. I knew in my heart that even if she didn't tell me, she was not okay. She was so stressed out, and all I can do was to assure her that things will get better. I cannot help but wonder how the other students were doing, especially those who live in far-flung areas where there was poor or no internet connection. If older students could be that affected, how much more for younger children? What is being done about it? The ongoing COVID-19 pandemic has posed a lot of challenges to everyone, and school children are not spared. Parents are in a dilemma whether to enroll their children for the new school year or not. The Department of Education announced that classes for school year 2020-2021 kicks off on August 24, which was later moved to October 5. Consequently, innovative strategies for study from home are under consideration. Some private schools, however, started already. Over and above academic concerns, we cannot undermine the emotional consequences of the transition to study from home on the part of learners. According to Dr. Gina Lee, children will be challenged primarily by a lack of structure associated with the closing of schools. Daily structure is important to everyone, but particularly to children in their psychological and emotional development, she explains. She even points out that the consistency of schedules, predictable rules and consequences, and set expectations teach children how to behave, develop self-discipline and impulse control, and importantly, a sense of safety and control. With study from home scheme, teachers have to work with parents that these conditions are met at home. How can you maintain consistency of schedule, enforce predictable rules and consequences, set expectations to continue teaching students how to behave, develop self-discipline, and a sense of safety and control? With the COVID-19 pandemic still looming over us, the tasks and challenges as teachers continue to escalate and become more daunting. Now, more than ever, your resourcefulness, creativity, and resilience as teachers have to get the better of you more than your fears, anxiety, and negativity, because your students need you to moderate their own fears and anxieties.
It has been many months since the world was placed under the new normal due to the pandemic. Our protagonist shared that the new normal has affected a lot of people, including parents and students. In the context of education, the shift to online classes posed a lot of challenges to its stakeholders, from how the classes are conducted to the resources needed, down to balancing school and home responsibilities. According to Dr. Jenna Lee, as cited by Dr. Tayaban, daily structure is important to everyone, but particularly to children in their psychological and emotional development. She points out that the consistency of schedules, predictable rules and consequences, and set expectations teach children how to behave, develop self-discipline and impulse control, and importantly, a sense of safety and control. Hence, the changes we are all undergoing because of COVID-19 has an impact on the emotional wellness of students as they too are adjusting to the new normal. In the next part of our program, let us listen to Dr. Tayaban as she shares with us how you can help students and children break free from the challenges brought about by the pandemic.
Being a person with disability, I am familiar with a lot of challenges. As a student, a professional, a wife, and a mother of 4, I have encountered various trials causing emotional havocs. But thankfully, with God's mercy and guidance, I have emerged triumphant. I firmly believe that my positive outlook in life and the awesome support from family and friends have aided me through all that I went through. But never in my lifetime have I imagined going through this pandemic. Like most of us, I feel afraid not only for myself, but most especially for my husband, my children, and my grandson. To survive and combat this unseen enemy, I once again turn to my bank of life skills, resilience, flexibility, positivity, and my steadfast trust in the Lord. Thank God also for social media. A lot of information and tips are available to us on how to cope with the new normal. Other than focusing on academics, dear teachers, you have to consider the emotional well-being as well as the physical, social, and spiritual well-being of your students. The integral development of students remains to be primary and essential, and their emotional well-being cannot be neglected. Toscano offers this valuable insight. One thing that the pandemic has taught and reminded us is to have the skills of flexibility, adaptability, and empathy to face the unknown. These skills are not learned and mastered instantly. They are developed over time through our life experiences. These are invaluable skills that we can add in our personal toolkits in facing life's challenges and thriving in an uncertain future. In the end, regardless of what mode of work or learning we are called to do or be part of, the skills of flexibility, adaptability, and empathy can surely help us to make sense of and adjust well to the immediate call of the times without burning ourselves out or losing our sanity over things. Truly, flexibility, adaptability, and empathy are the skills we can depend on during these challenging times. These skills are also the needed skills that students have to master. Toscano has this prompt for teachers. For our students, giving them more opportunity to practice and develop these skills are ways of preparing them for life beyond the physical or virtual walls of the classroom. Growth mindset, appreciation of mistakes, and being resilient are important life lessons that we can impart to our students at this time of the pandemic. Teaching them to empathize with other people and challenging them to help other members of society can make the new normal more bearable, especially for those who are in the margin of society. Coulson defines psychological flexibility as the ability to stay in contact with the present moment regardless of unpleasant thoughts, feelings, and bodily sensations while choosing one's behaviors based on the situation and personal values. He further points out that psychological flexibility is at the heart of good mental health and resilience. For example, studies show that it lifts children's vitality, curiosity, self-reliance, confidence, creativity, meaningful experiences, and the ability to master challenges. We teach them the following 3 ideas so that they may learn psychological flexibility. First, step back. This allows some emotional distance and can help children be calm. Remember, high emotions, low intelligence. By keeping emotions level, thinking improves. Second, shift perspective. Help them see things from different views so they can recognize their perspective isn't the only one. And third, emphasize values. Teach children to respond to difficulties based on what they value rather than how they feel. Of course, this kind of thing is tough for our children. It requires that they step back from what they want and feel in that exact moment and take a long-term view. It requires that they are mindful. To teach our children, it simply requires that we, adults, do the same three things. When we feel upset, we step back, shift perspective, and act based on our values rather than our feelings. Trevor Simpson, a licensed counselor, explains adaptability as the capacity to adjust to a change in circumstances, particularly when the change is unexpected. Children are more adaptable when they are able to employ skills like resilience, confidence, persistence, healthy risk, and positive self-talk. Flexibility and adaptability go hand in hand. So if children learn flexibility, they also become adaptable. Now, Claire Lerner and Rebecca Parlakian describe empathy as the ability to imagine how someone else is feeling in a particular situation and respond with care. One indication that the child is being able to empathize with another person is that the child recognizes the common feelings that most people experience, like happiness, surprise, anger, disappointment, sadness, and many more. As Toscana earlier emphasized, flexibility, adaptability, and empathy are not learned overnight, but they are essential life skills for children to develop, especially during difficult times. So, dear teachers, let us be mindful of the value of these skills and let us communicate to parents that these skills have to be encouraged among children as early as possible.
How does one break free from the challenges brought about by the pandemic, especially in ensuring the emotional wellness of students? Dr. Tayaban turns to her bank of life skills, which are resilience, flexibility, positivity, and her steadfast trust in the Lord. She mentioned that social media also plays an important role in spreading information and tips on how to cope with the new normal. Adults need to guide younger children, making sure that the information shared and received are true and based on facts. Teachers play a vital role in helping their students move forward under this pandemic. Flexibility, adaptability, and empathy are some of the skills both teachers and students need to master under the new normal. Dr. Tayaban said that these skills cannot be learned overnight, but we must start somewhere to develop these and help our students. She also mentioned some tips on how teachers can support their students' emotional well-being, such as providing truthful information about the pandemic, creating a safe physical and emotional environment by practicing the 3 R's: reassurance, routines, and regulation, emphasizing strengths, hope, and positivity, and when the need arises, helping students seek professional help.
I have always been grateful for my orientation in psychology and guidance and counseling. It has helped me so much as a teacher as well as an administrator. My exposure to different types of personalities and their difficulties, combined with my own challenges in life, taught me life skills that come handy during difficult times. Dear teachers, look back at your own experiences and reflect on how they have taught you to be strong, resilient, hopeful, and steadfast. Let us always be mindful of children's display of self-efficacy. Bandura defines self-efficacy as people's beliefs in their capabilities to produce desired effects by their own actions. If children can have control or a sense of agency, they would feel good about themselves. So during this time of pandemic, let us not just give our students pure academic tasks. Let us also give them responsibilities that would make them proud of themselves. For example, prompting them to religiously practice health protocols like washing their hands, wearing masks, and avoiding touching their faces, and taking upon themselves the task of becoming a role model on these protocols at home. Also, checking them on their participation in household chores and praising them for their efforts, no matter how simple that would be, goes a long way in children's feeling of efficacy. Constant acknowledgement of students' strengths, hope, and positivity will truly go a long way. Young people, actually everybody, need assurance that they have a safe, secure, and positive future. Share to them success stories, point out to them the prevalence of generosity even during difficult times, and help them acknowledge and appreciate how Filipino creativity and resilience are helping people bear with difficult times. Assure them that you and other adults are also depending on your own strengths, hopes, and positivity to overcome fears and uncertainties during this COVID times. Of course, to be on the lookout if students show signs of trauma that do not resolve relatively quickly, and be ready to help them seek professional help. I'm sure a number of centers are available in your vicinity to offer professional help. Finally, let us continue to adhere to the saying, behind the dark clouds is the sun still shining. This is very applicable, especially during these uncertain times we are currently facing. History has taught us that we Filipinos have weathered so many challenges. Let us be positive that the COVID-19 scare and its aftermath will be beaten soon.
Dr. Tayaban ended her sharing with the quote, "Behind the dark clouds is the sun still shining." Though it may not be easy to see the sun in these trying times, we can still try to do so one day at a time. Here are 2 tasks that you can ask your students to do for the benefit of their emotional well-being. Task number 1, My Happy Place, a journal of things that made my day. Have students write in the journal a significant experience that happened within the day that made them practice the skill of resilience, self-efficacy, or positivity. Task number 2, My Positivity Bank, compilation of stories, quotes to live by that can be shared. Have students write a story, a quotation, or an incident that they came across during the day or week to be shared to a particular significant person in their lives, like their friend, teacher, parent, and sibling. Today's episode was about taking care of the emotional wellness of students. Flexibility, adaptability, and empathy are indeed important to surpass the challenges of the new normal. We need to work together in order to see the sun shining through in our emotional lives and in the lives of our students. And we do this one day at a time. Thank you for viewing our episode today. See you again in our sacred learning space, our peaceful classroom.
Hello everyone, I'm Kristine Faith Moral or Miss Faith. I am a registered psychometrician and a faculty from the Miriam College Department of Psychology. I agree that we should all look after our mental health and emotional well-being. So I'm here to facilitate an exercise and share some tips that you can practice on your own time to help you manage your emotions, clear your mind, get you to a state of calm, and make you feel more relaxed. All of which conditions that would help you feel more positive about yourself and in turn could make you more productive. Now I invite you to find a quiet spot where you won't be bothered. Try to minimize the distractions around you. Find a comfortable position. You may remain seated or you may lie down. It's up to you as long as you feel comfortable for the rest of this exercise. If thoughts come visiting you while doing this exercise, just notice them, smile at them, and let them pass. Now, we will be harnessing the power of music and imagery to get us to our desired state of calm. I will be playing a video which you may watch while following along my guide. But you may also close your eyes and listen to my voice and the music. Begin by finding a comfortable, relaxed position. We will be going on a journey. Allow your body to relax as we begin. Take a cleansing breath in and breathe out the tension in your body. Let's do it one more time. Breathe in and out. In and out. As you listen to the music, feel the relaxation creeping in, one body part at a time. If you feel that any part of your body is feeling tense, let go of that tension until you feel completely rested. Now, for the rest of this exercise, continue to take slow, deep breaths while focusing on the music and what I say. Let the music inspire you to create an image in your mind of your ideal state of being. Imagine this ideal state as a place of rest. Gradually take one step forward, and forward, and forward you go to this quiet place. You may take a while to get to your ideal state or to your ideal place. It's okay. You will eventually get there. Let the music guide you and bring you there. The music that you hear will be your company as you begin your journey to a place of peace, silence, and serenity. Look around you as you take each tiny little step. Take in everything in your senses. Take note of everything you see, hear, smell, taste, and feel. Be in the moment as you continue to inch your way towards your peaceful respite. All around are reminders that you're alive and you have a life. The air that you breathe, the rays of the sun touching your skin, the tiny little plants and the towering trees, the people that you meet, the faces that you see. All of them reminds us that we are here in our life's journey, breathing, living, alive. Continue on with your journey, bearing in mind these hints of life. let's slowly wind down. Focus on my voice. Gradually come back to the here and now. Feel the coolness or warmth of your room, the smell of your sheets or the food being cooked, the hardness or softness of the chair you're sitting at or the bed you're lying on, the steadiness of the floor that touches your feet or mattress that supports your body. When you're ready, take a deep breath in and out, in and out, and you may open your eyes. There are a lot of music meditation guides available now on various music and video streaming platforms, so take advantage of that. You may just make a quick search and choose from among the myriad of options. Or you may also create a playlist of your favorite instrumental music, find a quiet and comfortable spot, close your eyes, and imagine your happy place. Listen to the music while being mindful of your breath. So there we have it. I hope you could practice these tips and find them helpful.